line from Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan said, it's not that our opponents are ignorant, it's that they know so much that isn't true. And there's just some things that have been said here today that are so blatantly untrue and really important. One is a slander on the founders. It's been stated that the founders at the convention in 1787 ran away. They dishonored themselves, they dishonored the country. The truth is, and I've spoken to Mike Speciale about this, and I offered to present the evidence to him. He didn't want to see it. All of the states commissioned their delegates to the convention in 1787. All but two contained the language that said the delegate has all power to do anything necessary to render the Constitution adequate for the Union. They didn't have limited power, they didn't run away, and that's a slander to the founders. The reality is there have been over 40 conventions in American history, 11 before the 1787 convention, 1787, and 30 since. We have a long history. None of those conventions have run away. Not one, not in all of American history. They tell you that we have no idea what will happen. There's an entire legal treatise that's been written on this. The foremost expert in the United States of America is Rob Natelson. He's written a full treatise called The Law of Article 5. He was, by the way, an opponent of Article 5 before he did this research. And he says there cannot be a runaway convention, it's completely controllable, and it is a fallacy that we can lose our Constitution. Today, we are losing our government. The federal government is completely out of control. Do you like the Marxists in Washington, D.C.? They say we should elect better people. With all due respect, a much better person ran for Congress in this last cycle, and he's sitting at that table. His name's Mike Speciale, but he's not in Congress, is he, Tim? And we've been trying to do this for as long as I've been alive. In 2010, many of you participated in the largest electoral swing in American history. The largest electoral swing since 1938. You swung Congress, we thought everything would change. What changed? In 2012, we took the Senate, we thought everything would change. What changed? And so the advice that you're hearing from our opponents is, please keep doing the same thing and hope for a different result. See, where I come from, where I grew up, I'm a country boy, and where I grew up, what I heard is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. I heard that when the country is in real trouble, this is what Mike said, when the country is in real trouble, when maybe things are really bad, then we should do this. Who in this audience would say that things aren't really bad right now? Raise your hand if you think things aren't really bad in the country right now. The country is in crisis. We're about to lose the country. You have the right and the moral obligation to call an Article 5 Convention of States to gather as states to restrain federal tyranny. If you don't do it, you, all of us, will be judged by history. Like Mike, my son is a Marine. He signed the oath. He said that he would die for the Constitution. I'm going to fight for the Constitution, and I hope you'll join me.